Hey everybody, thank you for coming to this quick 10-minute stretch break. My name is Andy and I'm coming to you from Phoenix. We're gonna do some stretches on the floor today. So if you're between meetings or you just can't get on the floor right now, check out our other videos on our YouTube page. We have some that are just standing that you can do right at your desk. But for today, we're gonna do a little bit more intensive stretching on the floor. So let's go ahead, get down on our mats. We're gonna go on our hands and our knees. And we're gonna start with some mobile exercises. And we're gonna go inhale into a cat position. And then we're gonna exhale into the cow position. I don't want to dictate your breathing. So what I want you to do is every inhale, curl up, every exhale, press down. Let's do a couple of these. And we'll make this our last one. And from here, we're going to just press our hips back. It's kind of like child's pose, but we're not going to stay there too long. We're just going to rock back. And come back up. Nice and easy. We're just kind of warming up that back. Getting a little bit of blood flowing, especially if you've been sitting for a while. Let's do two more. Beautiful. All right, from here, we're gonna go into what's called a shin box. So I have my left leg in front of me. My right leg is behind me. So I'm making some 90-degree angles here, best we can. This right here might be enough for your hips, and that's totally fine. If you're comfortable here, stay here. And by I mean sitting up nice and tall. So we're not leaning to one side, right? Sitting up nice and tall. Once you sit up tall, you're probably gonna start feeling some pressure in your hips. If you feel like you can take a little bit further, you can lean forward a little bit. And we can kind of work into that. If you want, you can take a nice side bend. That's really gonna put pressure on the leg that is bent behind you. So take it easy with these. We don't wanna pop our hips, cause any pain. We just wanna wake them up and get a little blood flow, a little stretch in there. Move through that. Everything here today is gonna be a little bit dynamic, so we're not gonna hold things for too terribly long. Let's go ahead and switch sides. So now the other leg is bent right in front of us, nice 90-degree angles. And when I say 90 degrees, this leg is coming straight out to the side here. Same thing, get in that position, sit up nice and tall. Again, feeling the pressure, especially in this hip, the leg that's bent behind us. And again, you can lean forward, press through that. Take a couple of side bends. Wherever you're feeling, and this can be different for everybody. This is one thing I've learned more recently in my continuous quest for knowledge in health and fitness. Stretching, there don't need to be hard and fast rules. So if you're at a slightly different angle, but you're feeling it better there, then go there. Do what feels best for you. So if you need to lean a little bit more into this one, that's fine. Work through this a couple more times. Perfect. From here, we're gonna go ahead and flip into a half kneeling position. It's gonna look like this. If you don't have as thick of a mat, you might wanna roll it up for your knee. And from here, we're just going to press our hips forward, feeling that all through the front of our hip. And again, we're just gonna keep working through this. We're being mobile today. Squeeze that glute. Stabilizing the leg, but pressing the hip forward. Feels really good in that hip. Do a couple more. Perfect. Let's switch sides. Same thing. And press that hip forward. Now you can kind of tell because the way my shirt is hanging on my pants here, when I push forward, I'm actually tilting my hips a little bit, right? So we're doing that little pelvic tilt and then coming back, and you can actually see it's a very slight movement, but you can see the hem of my shirt going from pretty much parallel to the floor to a very slight little angle here, right? So that's what we want to really focus on, pressing those hips forward by tilting them forward like we're showing off a fancy new belt buckle. That's it. Let's do a couple more. Beautiful. Let's continue working with our back. So we're going to do kind of a pretzel stretch. There's a lot of names for this. Seated twist. So however works for you, if you want to sit with one leg in, with that leg out, it doesn't matter, but we are going to have one knee bent. Our arm is back here to support us. We're going to gently press and twist. And then we're going to release. And then we're going to twist again. And we're going to slowly, carefully, easy, gently, just keep working through these. Maybe you notice you can twist a little bit further with each repetition. Let's do a couple more. Perfect. Let's go to the other side. I'm just turning around so you can see me better. Again, that knee is bent. We have an arm out for support. Gently pressing here. We're going to twist. Notice I'm letting my elbow bend as I twist. So that way I'm not jamming my shoulder into my ear. I'm always trying to keep those shoulders down and back. And we'll go over that for our last little series. We're really just focusing on back and hips today. Again, if you're feeling it in your shoulders, your wrists, I really recommend checking out one of the desk stretch videos. I definitely hit the chest and the shoulders and the wrists and the back and the hips. I hit it all. Like I said, we're keeping a more narrow focus today. Let's do two more. Press a little bit further. Little bit further. Perfect. All right, let's go ahead, get on our feet. So what we're gonna do, I usually start my stretching routines with this little flow. It's actually half of a sunrise salutation. We're just not gonna get on the floor into chaturanga. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a nice deep breath in, and we're gonna reach our arms up overhead. I'm trying to get all the way in frame. Reaching up as tall as you can. Nice and tall from here. If you wanna add a little back bend, you can support yourself and do that. If your shoulders are feeling tight and this feels good right here, then stay right here. It may depend on the day. Maybe today this feels good, and maybe tomorrow doing the back bend would feel better. Your body's gonna be different every day. From here, let's go ahead and bring it down halfway. Nice flat back. You're looking at the floor in front of you. We're just holding here. We're a little bit warmer than like I said, I usually start with this. So if you've done these before, I usually tell you to press on the second set, but we've already done a bit of work. So let's try to press our chest towards our knees. Again, you're looking at the floor and you're going to feel that stretch in your low back, a little bit down your hamstrings. And then let's go ahead and just let it all fall down and release. The top of your head is facing the floor. You're looking at your own kneecaps. Try to keep your legs as straight as you can. If you want, you can reach and pull with the back by putting your hands on the back of your calves. And try to pull your forehead a little bit closer to your knees. You can grasp your elbows, kind of weighs you down, pulls you a little bit further down. That feels pretty good in the low back. We're trying to keep our legs as straight as we can, but not to the point of pain or to the point where we feel like we have to hold our breath. Then we're going to take a nice deep breath in. We're going to squeeze our glutes and we're going to slowly pull ourselves up one vertebrae at a time. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. When you come up, shoulders might be in your ears. So push them to the wall behind you and then press them down like you are tucking your shoulder blades down into your back pockets. Ears are over the shoulders. We're in a good posture. We're going to do this one more time. So we're going to take a nice deep breath in. Reach up as tall as you can. Nice and tall. Bring it down halfway. Again, try pressing that chest a little bit further to the point where you feel like you just can't maintain a straight spine anymore. Once you feel yourself curving forward, that's your stopping point. And let's go ahead and let it all fall forward, hang down. For me today, grasping my elbows is what's feeling really good. It's helping my low back. Again, you could be pulling on the back of your legs, just reaching for the floor, your toes, your shoelaces, your ankles, whatever you can reach comfortably. Again, keeping those legs straight and not to the point of holding your breath. If you do find yourself holding your breath, just ease up a little bit on the stretch by either bending the knees slightly or holding a little bit higher. If you're reaching for your toes, maybe you reach for your ankles. Looking at your kneecaps, we're just hanging out right here for a minute. Take a nice deep breath in. Squeeze those glutes one vertebrae at a time. Slow, slow, slow. Shoulders are up, push them back, tuck them down. Reset, roll it out, and that's it. So thank you so much for coming today to my stretch break. My name is Andi. I'm in Phoenix, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Thank you.